Hi guys, welcome back to Eclectric Dreams Reviews, and on this review I'm going to be talking about an album by a group called Anathema, and the album is called The Optimist. It was released last year, and I think it was earlier this year won the Prog Awards for Album of the Year, which I am going to be controversial about now. Their last album, Distant Satellites, was absolutely fantastic. It's just an awesome album. I think that might have won it as well, or it might not. Nah, I don't know. If it didn't, it should have. The Optimist, it's optimistic to call it that. Anathema can be a very dour, dreary group when they want to be. They started off in doom metal. Their roots are in doom metal, and sometimes they get very introspective and very sad. And The Optimist has a lot of sadness to it. And the whole album seems suffused with despair in many ways. There are up-tempo songs here and there, but not very many of them. You might have seen my review for Can't Let Go. Within this album, when I've heard it, it's been like just washed over me because the rest of the album has sort of dragged it down. A lot of people love this album, and a lot of people don't love this album. I'm one of the people who don't love this album, despite the fact that I own it. So, it is. And I'll be excited about the next album, but this album is not one I will play very often. When I heard Springfield, which is the first song they released from this, I think, I was interested, I was excited to a certain extent. Springfield has only a few lyrics in it. The lady vocalist who I can't remember her name of. Damn it! Lee Douglas. Basically sings a couple of lines over it here and there. As it goes from their traditional, very gentle, quiet to crashing crescendos, and Springfield is great for that. Although the lyrics, you might as well just have an instrumental, or you should have put more lyrics in it, more vocals in it, because it feels a little repetitive due to that. It feels a bit there. Can't Let Go, like I say, that's gone up in my estimations. Listening to it externally from the album. It's a very enjoyable song. It's a very traditional Anathema song. It's not as strong as previous Anathema songs have been. But the rest, Leaving It Behind, Endless Ways, The Optimist, Close Your Eyes, Back to the Start, there's nothing that really stands out for me. It won the Prog Awards. It's almost like people went, well, you know, it's almost impenetrable in some ways. It's a bit dreary in other ways. It's not a happy album in many ways. You can't get up a bop at all to it. It's more technical, so we like it because other people won't. Well, you know, I've liked every single Anathema album since Judgment, and including Judgment, which was a much more heavier album. Not really into their earlier stuff, but this is the first time I've come to an Anathema album and gone, you know what, don't like it. Tried my best. I mean, this, like I say, this is 2017, so this review is months and months and months and months, well, about a year since it came out, and still can't get into it. Some people say, well, it's your own fault, you know, there's something wrong with you, or you should be able to get into it, things, but everyone's got their own listening style, for want of a better word, the things that click, and this just hasn't clicked for me. It's got the traditional Anathema stuff in there. Each song, if they were featured on another of Anathema albums, would probably be fine, perfectly fine. But altogether, they make for a morbid, moribund whole, which has let me down somewhat. I wanted to do a review of this and to say, hey, you know, some people don't like something, I don't like something sometimes, because I like to keep it real, man. keeping it real. There'll be people out there telling me you know nothing, and to be fair, I don't. I'm just a person who's got an opinion about an album that didn't live up to their expectations. I see this all the time from other reviewers. You know, there's a prog reviewer out there. He hates everything I like. I mean, I haven't seen his review for this one. I don't think he'd like it. I don't think he likes anything Anathema anyway. He doesn't like Steven Wilson. He doesn't like anything new, pretty much. If it's from the 70s, he seems to like it. If it's not, well, I haven't seen him like it. I think sometimes I tune in to see if it's an album I like, to see if he and he doesn't seem to like anything anyway. So it works for him. Hey, but my other reviews that I've started my review part of this channel off with, I've liked those albums. So I'll probably get stick for liking things. Can't win them all. But I would say, if you're interested in Anathema, despite my bad review of this album, Weather Systems or Distant Satellites, perfectly brilliant albums, really glorious albums. If you've heard Can't Let Go, when I don't know, he's talking, you know, he said he likes this song, and I like this song. So why is he saying The Optimist is a great album for him? Try it, see what you think. But I would say, if you want to check out Anathema first before you go into this, because this might put you off, or you might like this style and then listen to the Anathema albums before it and go, oh, don't like those. But I would say do it the other way around. Start from something like Weather Systems or Distant Satellites. They're those fantastic albums. Then try this. And on that more optimistic note, see what I did there? No? Wasted. Just wasted. On that note, I'll say farewell. See you for another review later. Bye bye.